Professionalism par excellence, unmatched dedication and devotion. From guarding the Indo-Nepal and Bhutan borders to taking care of internal security in Jammu and Kashmir and spearheading anti-Naxalite operations in Bihar, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, the SAshastra Seema Bal has travelled many miles in its glorious journey of serving the nation.
Are extremely daunting. And in this edition, I'll take you through the spectacular journey of SSB. So come along.
No nation can be a global economic power if its borders are not secure, especially when hostile neighbors are constantly engaging in cross-border terrorism, insurgency, human trafficking, drugs, fake currency, and even cattle smuggling. Fighting these very challenges in India is the SAshastra Seema Bal, the trained personnel who are experts in several fields, including guerrilla warfare, counterinsurgency, intelligence, jungle and snow survival. The force has one of the oldest training centers for Jawans as well as civil cadres. The SSB is spread along the international border across Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, West Bengal, Sikkim, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. The challenges of maintaining an open border are more daunting than securing a closed border. The 2,450-kilometer long Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan border is extremely tricky to guard. The open border not only provides alluring encouragement to traffickers and smugglers, but also enough opportunities for militants trained on foreign soil to infiltrate and threaten national security. Extreme porosity, visa-free regime, and the socio-economic and cultural relationship of bordering countries make it difficult to seal and man the entire border effectively. But the SSB, by virtue of its enormous experience of working at the grassroots level in remote areas, has not only gained the people's trust, but has managed to translate it into effective support and cooperation in physically guarding the border and maintaining its sanctity. The SSB's present charter of duties is to safeguard the security of India's borders and promote a sense of security among the people living in border areas, prevent trans-border crimes, smuggling and other illegal activities, prevent unauthorized entry into or exit from Indian territory, carry out civic action in its area of responsibility, perform any other duty assigned by the central government.
So SSB units deployed under Siliguri frontier are responsible for guarding the mandated border of Chicken Snake, which connects India's northeastern states with mainland, which is strategically very important. And in present scenario, protection of chicken snake is of paramount importance for national security as well as of geopolitical situation. SSB is declared as lead intelligence agency for Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan border. The biggest challenge SSB faces on Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan border is human trafficking. For this, we have, as of now, we have 5 dedicated anti-human trafficking units stationed at all major points. And this year in 2023, so far we have rescued 159 girls in last 4 months.
SSB was originally named as Special Service Bureau, and it was founded in 1963 in the aftermath of India-China war to guard our borders against enemy operations.
In the wake of Chinese conflict in 1962, it was felt that the nation borders could not be protected with guns and ammunition alone. Securing the borders needed the backing and resolute will of a committed border population. In addition, it called for an in-depth understanding and familiarity with the terrain as well as the culture and ethos of the border population. There was a need for the creation of a unique, unconventional organization that could function in far-flung, vulnerable, strategic, remote, climatically and topographically difficult border areas. Such a force also needed to motivate the border population across several states towards protecting our national sovereignty. The Special Service Bureau, now the SAshastra Seema Bal, was thus conceived in November 1962. It was eventually created in March 1963 with the sole objective of achieving total security preparedness in the remote border areas for performing a stay-behind role in a war. SSB was started in North Assam, North Bengal, hill districts of Uttar Pradesh, now Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, parts of Punjab and Ladakh area of the then Jammu and Kashmir. Later, its jurisdiction was extended to Manipur, Tripura and Jammu, Meghalaya, Sikkim, Rajasthan, South Bengal, Nagaland and Mizoram. Its coverage then included 15 states. In its erstwhile role, the SSB covered a population of over 5.73 crore, living in about 80,000 villages and about 9,917 kilometers of India's international borders.
BOPs, that border outposts of SSB, are living symbol of nationalism. We have succeeded in fostering patriotic feelings among border population. SSB is a people-friendly force and we share our resources with border population through outreach program. It could be a medical civic action program, veterinary civic action program or border area development program. These programs promote a sense of security and belongingness among people.
Men and women of SSB are known for agility, flexibility, endurance and stamina. That of course is cultivated through a very tough training process.
On 15th of January 2001, the SSB was declared as a border guarding force under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It was renamed the SAshastra Seema Bal on 15th of December 2003. On 19 June 2001, the SSB was given the mandate to guard the Indo-Nepal border, which is 1,751 kilometers, and was declared the leading intelligence agency for that area. The added responsibility of guarding the Indo-Bhutan border was given to the SSB on 12th of March 2004, along with being declared the lead intelligence agency for that border.
SSB is the first paramilitary force in the country to have deployed women in the operational areas on our borders with Nepal and Bhutan. This is a major step towards a more inclusive and egalitarian society where gender does not limit opportunities.
The SSB has also broken the glass ceiling for women. It is the first central armed paramilitary force to include women in its ranks. A senior Indian police officer at the level of Director General heads the force that has close to 1 lakh personnel. The SAshastra Seema Bal is the first security force in the history of India to have 2 women officers at the top. DG Rashmi Shukla is a 1988 batch IPS officer at the helm of organization. Although the SSB did see a woman DG earlier when Archana Ramasundran joined the force, this is the first time when the top 2 officers are women.
Yes, DG is a woman, but SSB is a gender neutral force. The leadership is sensitive to the cause of women serving in the force as well as public interface. SSB is the first force to take women in combat role. And in 2007, it started with 760 women and 7 new companies were raised. Later on, considering the exemplary services delivered by SSB women in operational roles, other border guarding forces were motivated to take women in their forces. As of now, SSB is having 4.05% women. There are approximately 3,700 women in 28 companies. and this is the highest among any border guarding force. As a result, our women reach to various girls in border areas and encourage them to join SSB as police constable. SSB take pride in having a number of women from border areas and village who have joined SSB. One more thing which is very important, that women of SSB, they are trained at par with male counterparts to acquire the same physical prowess, combat and tactical skills and leadership. Our women personnel are deployed in border area along with men and doing duties side by side, staying
documents, besides helping people who cross over to India from two friendly neighboring countries. Through specialized training, the interaction teams also check human trafficking and trans-border crimes. The two open Indian frontiers not only witness heavy civilian movement on a day-to-day basis, but are also notorious for instances of drug smuggling, human trafficking and other cross-border crimes.
सशस्त्र सीमा बल बॉर्डर गार्डिंग फोर्स है। ये 1751 किलोमीटर लंबी भारत नेपाल सीमा और 699 किलोमीटर लंबी भारत भूटान सीमा पर हमारी नियुक्ति हुई है और मुख्य रूप से हमारा काम सीमा से आर पार जो प्रतिबंधित सामान है, फेक करेंसी है, ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग है, उसको रोकना है। उसमें हम अपनी सशक्त भूमिका दिखाते हैं। महिलाओं की जो जिस तरह सक्रिय भूमिका है, उसी तरह नकारात्मक भूमिका है। उस नकारात्मक भूमिका को रोकने के लिए हमारी नियुक्ति की गई है।
In the sporting arena, the SSB has brought many laurels to the country. In the major sporting venues, the SAshastra Seema Bal has all modern sports facilities. Each sports person undergoes rigorous training to be selected for respective sports. Once selected, every sports person is committed totally into sports activities and trains under various esteemed coaches.
मैं 2018 में एसएसबी में कांस्टेबल पद पे भर्ती हुई हूँ और अभी फ़िलहाल में मैं हेड कांस्टेबल हूँ। मैंने 2017 से पहले एसएसबी में ज्वाइन करने से पहले लगातार 3 बार इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर इंडिया का रिप्रेजेंट किया है। एसएसबी में जॉब करने के बाद मैंने 2 बार जूनियर लेवल पर इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट किया है और अंडर 23 से 2021 वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप में सिल्वर मेडल जीतकर इंडिया के टॉप 3 प्लेयर्स में मेरा नाम आया है। और अभी 36 नेशनल गेम्स गुजरात में मैंने गोल्ड मेडल जीता है।
हमारे अपकमिंग इवेंट्स आ रहे हैं जिसमें सबसे मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट है हमारा वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप जो कि अगस्त में आने वाला है, एंड सेकंड नेशनल गेम्स जो कि अक्टूबर में होने वाला है, और थर्ड वन एशियन इंडो मार्शल आर्ट गेम्स जो कि नवंबर में आने वाला है। और हम सभी इसी की बहुत तैयारी कर रहे हैं और हर बार की तरह इस बार भी हम बेस्ट देंगे, अपना परफॉर्म बेस्ट देंगे।
Dogs play an important role in ensuring a safe and secure border. They are particularly effective in countering drug trafficking, smuggling of explosives across the Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan borders. The SSB Dog Squad was raised in 2005. These dogs are trained in sniffing out and detecting explosives, narcotics, mines, besides tracking. The SSB also provides trained dogs for other paramilitary forces. The nation is indebted to SSB and its martyrs, who stand as a symbol of courage, pride and unity for the nation. We revere the brave hearts who have laid down their lives for our country. SSB possesses 1 Kirti Chakra, 6 Shaurya Chakra, 4 Padma Shri and 2 President Police Medals for gallantry. The SSB also stands for Seva, Suraksha, Bandhutva, or service, security and brotherhood, a motto that the force has upheld time and again.
I am confident that they are serving people with effectiveness as well as empathy, with firmness as well as tactfulness on the ground. Jai Hind.
Well, viewers, that's all I could pack for you in this edition. With camera persons Junaid, Sudhanshu, Raj, and camera assistants Riyasat and Pradeep. I'm Kriti Mishra, signing off for Sansad TV.